Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Superstar PartyPlex. My name is 20 Crows in a Trench Coat, Crows for short, and today's FPS is Shop Talk. Today, I will be playing everyone's favorite soggy security specter, Ezra Wilson. Joining me today is my very wonderful friend. Please introduce yourself.
Hi, it's me, Zen, and today I will be playing the Endo, aka Dave. Everybody knows he's Dave now. Well, not everybody, but most people.
The Endo. Yeah. So during root cause analysis, um, Ajax had mentioned that he was working on what's the word? He was working on helping Dave, and a- and Ajax had suggested, "Hey, you should meet this guy and maybe help him a bit." And yeah, that's that's what Ezra's gonna do. Yeah, he's hanging out in his room, stairs in the rat room, and he's like, "Oh wait, I should probably go talk to that guy." So, yeah, he's gonna him and I guess also uh Percival, since most of the time now it's gonna be Percival by proxy. Also just gonna be their evil and intimidating rat.
No, he's not
Not
evil.
evil. Yeah. Um Yeah, so he'll go down to the project rooms. He doesn't want to be in the project rooms. He doesn't want to be in the project rooms. Oh God. And yeah, yeah, like as he's walking through, and there's that door.
Oh, yep, that door you've seen too much of already. It looks so
Yeah,
innocent, just like any other door.
yeah, I think he looks at it for a moment before continuing on.
And thankfully, the project room that Dave is in is out of sight of Bailey's project room.
Yeah. Oh. He will go to the project room that Dave is held in, where he's contained, and will I think he'll knock on the door.
hmm Yeah, Ezra knocks, and I think there's like a moment of silence before you hear like uh machine parts moving behind the door and heavy footsteps across the floor, and then the door cracks open a little bit.
And yeah, you've seen that guy before. You've
hmm
seen Ezra before.
Yeah, this is Ajax's friend, who Ajax has probably mentioned might be coming by this point.
Yeah,
So,
and yeah, also has seen him during. I think he's yeah during
mhm. Yeah, right before Ezra got himself mind controlled. Yes.
yeah before the Torment Nexus. Yeah,
Mhm.
he has a blast on his face, and he's great. He's doing great.
He looks to
Yeah.
be in fantastic shape.
Yeah. There's also the rat.
Yeah.
The rat that's just um standing behind him, standing at 6'3".
Mhm. Which is probably taller than Dave if you're not counting the ears.
Yeah.
So, I think the door pulls open more, and you can see this rabbit endoskeleton standing in the doorway, and he sort of like points at the rat animatronic behind you and looks at Ezra like, you know, there's a thing behind you, right?
He's right behind me, isn't he? Oh, yeah, that's Percival. Um, it's supposed to be there.
He like takes another look at Percival and sort of tilts his head consideringly. But he does like hold the door open enough that Ezra can come in and Percival can follow behind him.
Yeah. Hi, have they met before, like, properly? Has that
Uh
been implied? I don't remember.
Before Dave died,
Yeah. I
my
don't remember if that's
yeah, my thinking is in root cause analysis. Oh wait, Ezra does remember meeting a technician named Steve and seeing his missing posters. So, yes, they have met, probably through Ajax.
yeah. Hey, Ave. Um,
Yeah, he like holds up a hand in an awkward wave and sort of like shuts the door before anyone gets suspicious and tries to
oh,
look in.
yeah.
Yeah, I think after the door is closed, he turns back to Ezra and gives like a another little friendly wave.
He nods at the wave and does a little one back. Um, are you doing okay? Did that come through?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
hmm. I think Dave like thinks about it for a second and then sort of like shrugs nonchalantly like he's doing fine. He could be worse. He could be better, but he could be a lot worse.
Do you need any help with anything? I can try to help with stuff if you'd want.
Aww. Pengu, why'd you say stuff in quotes like that? Even Ezra doesn't know what he'd be helping with.
He doesn't know about all the problems with Dave, I don't think.
Mm-hmm.
Like his inability to talk, I don't think he knows about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think what you get from Dave is he's sort of like with one hand sort of like lightheartedly waves you off and then is heading back to like the work table along the wall to pick up a whiteboard and marker, and now that he has the right parts to move correctly, he can write at least. Uh and he's writing for a second and then flips the whiteboard around to show Ezra like, I'm doing pretty okay. You look kind of rough yourself. Are you okay?
Uh, I'm gonna make a deception check. Okay, that is 7 plus 6.
I'm rolling insight against that.
It's 13, I think.
Yep. What do you mean Dice Parser did not respond?
Dice Parser isn't online. Dice
No!
Parser! Dice Parser! Dice Parser, don't leave me here! Dice
Don't leave
Parser!
me here! Okay,
Dice
I'm
Parser!
getting out a physical D20. Which of these fuckers is a D20? Okay, that's
It's
good
the
enough.
20-sided one.
Yeah, no shit.
No, we
That
just have.
that's a 12 plus 3, 15 insight. So he sees through Ezra.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like, yeah, I'm fine.
Least convincing fine person ever. Dave like squints at you and shakes his head gently like, "No you're not. I know you're not." And I think
Hey,
he like brings a hand up and gestures at the side of his face where Ezra has the scar. Like, clearly, you've been through it.
Ezra. Oh. Uh. He turns that side with the scar. He. He turns so that that side of his face isn't directly facing uh Dave, and it's like it's fine. It was just something that happened. It's- um, it's not a big deal.
Dave is erasing his whiteboard and writing again. And when he flips it around, the whiteboard says, "You don't have to talk about it if you don't want to, but it looks like a pretty big deal."
The, the easiest way I can explain it is Bailey. That's the easiest way I can explain
He nods
it.
sympathetically. Damn it, I can't roll a D2. I gotta roll my D20 and see something.
Or a D4, evens and odds.
Mm-hmm. Yep, nope, he just nods sympathetically at Ezra. I don't have a coin with me, Pengu!
uh, yeah. It's just like, would you like help with that? And he gestures towards the whiteboard and then to Dave with our. Do you have the capability to? Words are hard.
Yeah. Dave nods, and I think, like, uh, there's a little bit of like an electronic hum from him, and then you hear hello, 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 and then it stops. And he writes on the whiteboard like the voice box is taking some getting used to.
Yeah. Uh Having part of your body being mechanical does take a lot of getting. Not sorry. Sorry. Um yeah. Um hmm.
Was that sorry, sorry bit in character?
No, I don't know. He said having part of your body be mechanical, and then he's like, it's not part of his body, it's his entire body. So kind
Mm-hmm.
of, yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't look upset by it. I think he does sort of like tilt his head at Ezra, just like, hmm, can you do an insight check?
Sure.
Oh, that's a 5. That's a
Oh,
2 plus 3, 5, so Ezra sure is nervous, huh?
yeah. Yeah, he's just he's a nervous guy, you know this. He's always been nervous.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think he writes down, you're fine, it's a weird situation. You're not upsetting me. And holds that up for Ezra to read.
I'm sorry, I fidgets with his hands a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Dave taps again on the you're not upsetting me line. Like, trying to reassure Ezra. And I think, sort of like slowly holds his hand out towards Ezra. He's going for a shoulder pet, but he's going to see if Ezra freaks out first, because last time he tried this, Ajax freaked the fuck out.
Yeah, he is he getting close?
Probably he does take like a step towards Ezra, because like he's got to be within arm's reach to like
Yeah,
pat shoulder.
that's fair. Yeah, like for a brief moment, like he looks slightly. Actually, I'll make a whiz save. Okay, that's a 17. Yeah, he doesn't freak out.
Yay! And Dave sort of gently pats his shoulder. The whatever shoulder he's not using for his cane, probably.
Yeah, yeah, that's so his left. Yes, yes, left shoulder.
Nod.
Hmm.
You can try rolling insight on him if you want.
Okay. Yay. Fuck. That's a 9.
No, it's pretty hard to read the face of a endo that doesn't have any actual face on it yet, but he seems to be, you know, friendly, calm, nice.
I'm trying to register words. I apologize for
Mm-hmm. The struggle.
the struggle.
I think after patting Ezra's shoulder, he'll like pull his hand back, take a step back again, give Ezra space.
Not sure how it is with the endo bodies. I mean, I hmm, I don't possess. I possess an arcade cabinet. There's like a pause, and then he's like, "Nope, not doing that idea."
What was his idea?
Ask Hairwire for help. He's
Hairwire
not.
probably would know a thing or two, but not right now.
We're not. We're not. No. No. Hmm. I mean, technically, he has possessed an endo before during New Occupation. I'm
Mhm.
doing like the actually thing right now. Like I have my pointer finger up when I realize that. Eureka! God fucking damn it.
Mhm. He has a little. He has a little experience. Yeah, I think
What I
Dave.
remember.
Mm,
Oh, sorry. Sorry, you go ahead.
I think Dave writes down like I've figured out a lot of it, but the voice box is still new. Very different to talking organically.
Hmm. What type of check would he have to make to try to? I mean, he has experience with it. Huh.
To try to what?
To try to explain this, like to the best of his ability.
uh Probably straight intelligence.
Yay! That's his second highest stat because Constitution for some fucking reason. Oh shit. Dirty 22. Yeah. He I think that if you focus on uh hold on. If you try focusing on the voice box, that might make it a little bit easier. Um since talking organically is because, doing it for years and everything. But this is a new body, so you might need to focus on putting energy to and putting like entered. What the fuck?
wrong, wrong, wrong continuity.
Like, yeah, I guess energy, or I cannot think of the proper technological term
Mhm.
for
Yeah,
it.
that's valid.
Like,
uh.
focus on like sending a current through the wires to the speaker box, and that might
Mhm.
make it a little bit easier.
Mhm. uh. With a natural 20 on deception, he is standing there listening seriously to Ezra as if this is new information and not uh laughing because he's been working with these sorts of parts for probably longer than Ezra was alive. He knows how voice box works, he's just not used to it yet. But he's doing a very good job pretending that Ezra is being helpful and informative.
Oh, oh.
This is like when you listen to your to like a 6-year-old explain how they just learned about something.
Don't laugh at him, man. Don't laugh at
He's
him.
not laughing.
Yeah, I mean, he got a nat 20 on deception, but
Mhm. But yeah, he listens to Ezra's rambling and gives like a little nod at the end. And then writes down, uh, it's just taking some getting used to.
okay.
Oh, he like thinks of something, flips the whiteboard around, uh, writes and flips it back to say, uh, if you want to help, I could probably use some more practice.
Okay. Yeah, uh, alright. Yeah, yeah, yeah. How can I help you practice?
Mm-hmm. He sort of sets the whiteboard down and uh uh sort of looks like he's focusing, and then you hear the like default male staff bot voice from the endo being like, maybe we just chatter chat a bit.
Okay. Yeah. That works. Is there anything particular that you want to talk about?
He sort of shrugs. Not much new and exiting. Exciting. Going on here.
Yeah, there's, well, say that there's not much. There's there's always a lot of stuff going on up there.
He nods. Anything worth sharing? MJ has brought up Ezra's
Yeah,
recent date.
yeah. I mean,
Penku said, talk about your boy toy. I mean boyfriend. I mean toy boy.
I mean, I he hasn't talked to anyone about the date. So he's just like, "Oh god, how do I do this?" I mean, me and I guess for a thing that happened recently, me and my boyfriend went on a date. That's interesting that's happened recently.
That's 9. Nice. If you can't tell, his voice box keeps doing the equivalent of autocorrect
Yeah.
on him.
Yeah. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. Could he make some sort of check on that?
Ezra
Yeah.
on the voice box, or
Yeah. Why
uh
that keeps happening.
you could roll an intelligence.
The brain cell didn't hit the corner of the brain. That is an 11.
Mm-hmm. With an 11, hmm, yeah, maybe he got a faulty voice box or something.
I guess you could say it has I guess you could say it has faulty wiring.
But
I'll get off the stage.
Dave, like, your boyfriend, would I know him?
Um, no. Sure you wouldn't.
Mm-hmm. He nods. Do you want to share? Talk about him?
I can talk about him a little bit, yeah. Um, I've thought about what Ezra thinks of Hairwire before. Like, yeah, he pauses and thinks that he can get words.
And Dave waits patiently. You can roll insight on Dave if you want to.
Okay, yay. 19.
19. Yeah, Dave has a lot of experience being patient with people who are uh nervous speakers or maybe a little bit shy, and I don't think you've met Casey, but you might have heard a little bit about him from Ajax or from Dave back before he died, and Casey seems to be kind of the nervous type. You are reminding Dave of his son right now, and he is very fond of you for that.
Oh, oh, oh. The universal sun.
Not generic sunboy energy, specifically the type of nervous, uh, anxious energy that his actual son has
Yeah,
already.
yeah, yeah.
But yeah, he's
He's. Oh, sorry. You go ahead.
sorry. Just Dave is very patiently waiting and will let Ezra take all the time he needs to find his words.
He's in the simplest terms I can think of. And not in. I don't mean this in a bad way towards him. Like, I love it about him. He's weird. It's one of the reasons why I. uh, he's weird, and I like that about him. He definitely has some flaws, but Ah, yes, flaws of boyfriend killing his brother.
Dave is like nodding along as Ezra talks.
Yeah,
Superstar PartyPlex attracts weird people.
yeah, yeah. Oh, is that Dave?
Yeah, that's Dave. Sorry.
Yeah, it, yeah, it does. I, I wanted to work here since I was a kid, so it does.
And now you're her. Here. Sorry.
Loud and correct buzzer. Now I'm him. That was out of character.
Yeah, it was like,
Almost-
what's a typo? Oh shit, wait, that's misgendering.
No, now I'm him. Pulls out trans flag from Hammer Space.
Otherwise, touching moment derailed by autocorrect misgendering.
It, it's like, okay, I know that was fake. Um, here, a security guard, and also technician. I mean, technically not. I'm not paid for being a technician. I just do that because I love it. But yeah.
Hmm. I think Dave nods and then. Oh boy, he's working up to saying something longer. You know what they say. If you love what you do, you never word work a day in your life. Ha ha ha. He is trying to make
Yeah.
a joke out of the fact that he and Ezra are already dead.
You said you know what they say at the beginning of that, and I'm like, don't you dare. Don't you dare say what I think you're gonna say.
What did you think he was gonna say?
I don't know. I thought that he was gonna say can't make an omelet without cracking a few eggs.
Why would he say that?
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, what Pangu said. It's the PTSD from the Cheshire Rat.
Even a year later, that's still
God.
front of your mind.
Yeah. Still my favorite FPS that I've done. Maybe one of my favorites, but yeah.
Mhm. Yippee. But yeah, no, he didn't say that.
Thank God. Yeah. I think you get a little bit of a chuckle out of Ezra. Yeah.
Do you want to roll insight?
Yes. 16.
16. Yeah, it's not terribly hard to read that he is happy to hear Ezra laugh. He is happy that he was able to make Ezra laugh a bit. I think the like skeletal frame for rabbit ears on top of his head like happily wiggles a bit.
I think smile a bit more at that. Hmm. Is there anything else you want to hear about? Talk about or anything? You can ask me whatever you'd like and I'll answer.
Hmm. I think it's like pretty much anything. I haven't been out off the basement in a while.
Hmm.
In terms of PartyPlex news, the bumper cars opened.
Oh yeah. Um I mean Lexi her uh has a new attraction, the bumper cars.
Yeah, he does seem to perk up at that. It's been a while since there was a new attraction. I feel like he sort of leans in and puts a hand up as though he is whispering, but the tone of voice and volume is exactly the same as he's like, management has been deprioritizing R and D for a while.
They've been Yeah, I mean it's empty up there, basically, people wise.
Yeah, Dave nods. I think he says cheap and then is very visibly trying to say something, and he can't, and he reaches for the
Fuckers.
whiteboard. Yeah, he reaches for the whiteboard and writes cheap bastards on it.
Yeah. Like, can the dog stop barking? Yeah, hmm. He wants to offer to program that out, the sensor.
Mm-hmm. More like you'd need to record someone saying it and add it to the word bank. And now I'm just picturing that anytime Dave curses, it switches to Ezra's voice saying the curse word. Well, that's annoying in regards to not being able to curse.
Yeah. Yeah, I imagine I curse quite a bit.
How else are you supposed to work on teach tech without cursing?
Exactly. Like,
He like throws his hands up like, what am I supposed to do under these conditions?
like swearing is half the job.
Dave is nodding in agreement.
Yeah, that's got to be worked on. You're gonna be able to curse. I mean, I probably said a lot of curse words while I was building that guy. And he gestured towards Percival.
Mm-hmm. Dave takes another look at Percival and is like, you built that?
Yeah. While I was recovering, I when I could get back on my feet, I went down to the to parts and service and collected bits and pieces and put it together. It's a suit of armor that has the ability to follow me around using um a mechanism, special mechanism.
Mind if I look?
Sure.
Uh, then he sort of walks over to Percival and starts, like, looking over it. Uh, uh, Sort of like very hands off at first, just walking in a circle around it. Uh, and then looks to Ezra, uh, honestly, looks between Ezra and Percy and is like, is he alive? Like, Razzie Razbear. The unspoken TM.
No, it should be spoken. It should be Razzie Raspberry trademark.
Like, Razzie Razbear trademark. Or other animatronics here.
Um, no.
He nods, and asks Ezra, "Can I touch? Look closer?"
Sure. Yeah, I don't mind.
Mhm. I think he grabs like a screwdriver off of the the workbench and like starts sort of looking at the parts of Percy that aren't covered up by like any sort of exposed mechanical bits, starts sort of looking at like the the weld quality and how nicely the joints are fashioned and sort of poking here and there. Uh and sort of like pokes against something inside inside Percy and sets the spring locks off. Although the spring locks are already in place.
Yeah.
They're already there. He can't have a dramatic like they snap into place moment. They're already out. But he sort of like pokes at one of the spring locks and is like, "You get inside this?"
Yeah, it's a mechanism. It gives me the ability to push the endo back essentially and go in.
He like presses against the spring lock that he was poking at, sort of pressing it against the wall of the outer part, and
The
then
outer
lets
shell, sort of.
yeah, the outer shell, and then lets go, and it snaps back into place. And he looks at Ezra like, "You get into this?"
Yeah. I mean, I haven't had to wear it as armor yet. I,
Good. Don't.
why not?
He sort of
I
like
mean,
pulls the spring lock back and lets it snap into place again, just like looking at Ezra.
it. I mean, I'm. I'm a ghost. It should fine.
Are you trying to see if you can die twice? Is this in character silence or just you trying to figure out how Ezra is going to respond?
It might be both, because I'm trying to think of how to respond.
Can Dave roll insight?
Sure.
That is a 14 plus 3, 17.
I have to think of how to. How do I? Hmm.
You could always roll something to contest that. Dave is just like squinting suspiciously at Ezra, like you're going to get yourself hurt here.
Yeah. God, words are fucking hard. How do I
Mm-hmm.
describe this? The 17 words. They exist, but not for me, apparently.
Dave with his new voice box.
The best way I can describe this is like he has, due to all the shit that's happened, is he's just like, what's it gonna do? Kill me again? He's, I guess, sort of a way to describe it would be less regard for his own safety, I guess. Sort of,
Mm.
kind of.
Yeah. Nod nod. I think Dave notices that and then uh says, "Well, I'm sure Ajax and James would be upset if you got hurt."
Shrugs a little. It's not super likely for the spring locks to go off. They're smart enough to know that they're
Plenty of unlikely things happen here. He sort of gives Ezra a look like, "Look at me, I got killed and now I am possessing the corpse of another animatronic. That shit's also unlikely to happen, and yet."
yes. It I I mean, probably just cause me to phase through the. It'll probably just cause me to phase through the suit, and it'll be fine. It,
He is giving Ezra a skeptical look.
I can phase through solids and stuff. Like, he goes over to the desk and gonna make an Arcana check.
It would be so fucking funny if he fails miserably
It
right
would be
now.
really funny. 24. Wait, 25. Sorry.
Oh boy.
Yeah, he just puts his hand through and then pulls it out. See?
That doesn't make you immune to getting hurt. He, like, gestures at his face again, mirroring where Ezra's scar is.
I know that it doesn't make me immune to getting hurt, but this was from magic. This was from my magic.
I think Dave goes, listen, I couldn't help you before from preventing Bailey hurting you. I want to help prevent you getting hurt again if I can. If I didn't speak up now that I can, I'd feel awful.
I want to say give me a persuasion check, maybe?
Okay. 7. Damn it. This guy's like barely been a ghost for a couple months. Clearly, you know more about being a ghost than he does.
Yeah.
He might have the robot expertise, but you have the ghost expertise. You know what you can take.
Yeah, exactly. I can probably handle it. It's. No, I. Scratch the probably. I can handle it. It's. Not like it's gonna do anything. If anything does happen, if anything, like, does manage to hurt me, which it likely won't, because he does a gesture towards himself, I can phase out of it, and before anything bad happens, before, yeah.
I hope you're right.
if I was like more if I was alive and had a proper body, I would absolutely not use that. Would be stupid because of but I'll be fine.
I hope you will be. I don't want to see you get hurt either, Ezra.
Is hmm trying to think. Is he still looking around Percival a bit?
He's still standing near Percival, but his attention's been on Ezra for a while.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. I mean, I mean, it's how do you get out of this, gay boy? Okay. How do you get out of someone being concerned about you?
Oh no, look at the time.
He's done that too many times. He's not doing that.
But he hasn't done that to Dave specifically.
Yeah. Hmm. I don't know if he's gonna play the "Oh, would you look at the time" card, since Dave Dave will likely be like, "No." God.
You could try to change the topic too, like get into talking about the process of making Percy or go back to his boyfriend or something.
Yeah, he might. s- Uh, Percy was. I took a few weeks to build him and everything. I worked with like I didn't use like I used singular endo parts rather than a full endo so that it could have its ability of being pushed and pulled forward and yeah, magnetics, magnets. I said magnets, not magnetics.
Mm-hmm. Dave nods. It's very impressive for such a short time, especially.
Yeah, a lot of people have said that I've been called a he does like little quotes. Like I'm called a prodigy because of my tech work. I'm not. I just spend a lot of time on my projects in, I guess it's a dense amount of time, if that makes sense. Like short period of days, but a good portion of the day is spent working on it. Does that make sense?
He nods. I've certainly lost track of time on a project before.
Like what?
Working
If,
on the animatronics here.
yeah, can be
Easy
that
to lose track of time when you get excited working.
it very much can. I've yeah, I've fallen asleep at my work desk before from losing track of time.
I think every technician has done the sum same. It's not good habit though. Even if you're young and can walk it off.
Yeah, that's fair. It mm, it was not a good habit. It falling asleep on a desk is not good for your back. Also, just in general, it's not good. Sorry, I'm rambling.
It's fine. Hmm. It's nice to hear you talk.
Man, he gets surprised every time he's told that.
Aw.
Actually, that might.
Hmm?
I think that's the first time someone has directly said that to him. Maybe
Aw.
James has, maybe Hairwire has.
I'm sure someone has at some point,
Yeah,
knowing his friends.
yeah. And knowing him and yeah. Actually, I think Ajax said it during root cause analysis.
Mm-hmm. That sounds right.
Yeah.
But yeah, Dave is looking at Ezra fondly.
Man. Words exist, please.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
I haven't exactly had much conversation for the past few months.
I know how that feels. I sat in my cabinet for 5 months before Ajax got me out.
5 months is a very long time to be alone.
Eh, he shrugs a bit.
I don't think I would handle it as well as that. He's sort of like halfway between, oh, okay, I'm glad it worked out for you, and halfway between, I'm not sure that it did. Are you lying to me? Are you downplaying it? Can he roll insight?
Yeah,
God damn it, that's a 4 plus 3, 7.
I'll give you advantage.
Alright, I'm gonna use a different dice.
Yes.
Not that one. Not that one.
Join me in using physical dice.
My graveyard dice from the Crooked Moon Kickstarter. Okay, 9 plus 3, 12. It's better.
It's better. I mean, do you want to fudge it?
Yeah. If you want to give me something that the dice don't account for, we're in an FPS. You can give me more stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. He's he is downplaying it. The I mean, he's used to being alone, but he's downplaying how lonely being trapped inside the cabinet was.
Hmm. I think Dave's not going to uh call that out, but is going to say, "Well, I'm glad you're out now, and we can chat."
Yeah, I'm glad to.
Dave seems happy. he, he cannot smile. He does not have the face covering to do that with, but his like skeletal ear frames wiggle a little.
He smiles a bit at that. Why do I become southern when I say certain sentences? This is a curse. This is a curse. Sometimes it just happens.
cursive becomes Southern.
No! Oh, god damn it. Glad that I get that. Were you about to say something?
No, finish your thing.
I'm glad that I get to view as well.
Aww. Yeah, Dave seems happy to hear that.
Is there anything else?
That we want to do in the FPS.
Yeah.
I think this is a pretty good place to end it. Just like, we could even just say that they continue chatting for a bit and it zooms out.
Yeah. That sounds good.
Mm-hmm. They've met.
They've met! Huzzah!
Yippee!
The spring lock suit is perfectly safe, gang.
Mm-hmm. Technician approved. Hahaha, totally.
The spring lock suit is safe. Don't believe what Dave says.
They've said it was fine, trust me.
Trust me, bro.
Mm-hmm. Well, thank you, Chris, for playing. Thank you, everyone listening, now or in the future.
Or in the past, if you're listening in the past, please, for the love of God, stay there.
And we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.